Hi, my name's Ben Foss, and today we're going to be talking about using speech-to-text technology as a way to write if you're dyslexic. So today we have Serena joining us. Thank you very much for taking the time to help us out. Have you ever used speech-to-text software before?
No, but I've seen other kids using it.
Okay, and so tell me a little bit about your learning profile.
Yeah, I'm dyslexic, and I've known it my whole life because my mom was a teacher, so she diagnosed me at an early age.
Picked it up early.
Yeah, she picked it up really early, but of course we had to get it confirmed by an actual person, so
Sure.
we got that when I was starting really young.
Great.
So then so I've known pretty much my entire life, and I have a little bit of ADD.
And tell me about your strengths. What are the things that you're really good at?
I'm really good at art. I'm good at like any kind of art. I'm really good at art. I'm really good at. Then I do some sports. I do cross country and stuff like that. And I do really love learning. Just some of it does come really hard for me.
Is writing and spelling ever a challenge for you?
Spelling and writing, I really love creating storylines and stuff like that. It's just getting it down on paper is the hard part.
Okay, well, today we're going to work on that. We're going to be using a MacBook Pro, and this is a fairly standard Mac. You can do the same thing on a PC, and we're going to be using something called Dragon Naturally Speaking. We're using version 12.0, which is the latest version, and we're going to be using a high-quality USB microphone. It's USB because it goes into the USB slot as opposed to into the audio jack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on, I'm going to turn on the speech software, and then I'm going to write a little bit, and I'm going to use some language that's a little complicated and hard to use, just to emphasize that we can get the spelling and stuff accurately. Things to watch for as I'm doing it, you want to watch the way in which I'm speaking. It's going to be a little different than how I speak naturally. It's going to be a little more focused and a little more designed to help the computer. So I'm going to put these on. I'm going to turn on the software. Now I am going to begin writing, period, new paragraph. I can write incredibly fast using this software, period, new paragraph. Indeed, I will be able to fill up this entire page in a matter of minutes if I wanted to, period. I can also use very complex language, Baroque language, language that would be impossible for me to accurately spell or even begin to understand if I was reading it with the visual eye, period, new paragraph.
Wow, that's cool.
So I'm going to turn off the software now, and I filled up a number of sentences here just like that. Now, one of the things that I can then do is it may not have spelled everything accurately, right? So I can then go back and I can use speech to check the sound quality on this. So I have set up my speech engine already so that I can listen to this at a fairly mainstream rate. So let's go back and listen to it.
Now I am going to begin writing. I can write incredibly fast using the software. Indeed, I will be able to fill up this entire page in a matter of minutes if I wanted to. I can also use very complex language, Baroque language that would be impossible for me to accurately spell or even begin to understand if I was reading it with the visualized.
Now, I just said with the visualized. I think what I want to say is with a visual process. So in that context, I would just say with a visual process. And it will fix it. I can do that like so. So this is an integrated system. Would you like to give it a try?
Sure.
In a typical system, we will have trained you on how to use this, and it will be familiar with your voice. So we would actually have to switch over to your profile. Let's do that now. Okay, you're all set and ready to go. I'm going to turn the speech microphone back on, and why don't you tell me about an art project that you're working on?
Right now, I'm at sewing camp, and me and my friends are working on a dress made of paper.
Pause it, and here we go. We can read it back. It'll be on your earphones.
We are right now selling camp, and me and my friends are working on a draft made of.
Okay, so it got some things wrong because we're new and it's not accustomed to your profile, but we could easily correct those by going back and doing it. So instead of draft, it is dress, made of paper. Why don't you say paper?
Paper.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now let's do one more thing. Think of the hardest word that you could ever spell.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
All right, let's give that a shot. You ready?
Way, yay!
So now we're going to have you read this content aloud as well. And the way we're going to do that is I'm going to have the speech software read aloud a sentence that's on the screen, and then you're going to read the same sentence into it. So we're going to start over here. I've highlighted it, and then I'm going to have it read aloud to you.
I recall the occasion of my first appearance.
And then
I recall the occasion of my first appearance, period.
bingo. Now we go back over here, and we highlight the next sentence.
San Francisco knew me then only as a reporter, and I was to make my bow to San Francisco as a lecturer.
San Francisco knew me only as a reporter, comma, and I was to make my bow to San Francisco as a lecturer, period.
Bam. So that's how you do it. And you see how you go back and forth between hearing it and then reading it. We're working around a flaw here. The flaw is that this software wasn't designed for people who are dyslexic, ironically, because we use it all the time. But this is a way that you can work around it, and it shows how you can use assistive technology to be independent, even in the setup of other assistive technology. So I think for that one, we get a fist pound.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're done for today. Thank you very much.